Very good evening, everyone. Welcome back to LM Simulation here on Twitch and here on YouTube. Wonderful to be back for the 2022 season here on Euro Truck Simulator 2. Been really looking forward to doing another Euro Truck Simulator video. It's been quite a while, but we're going to be back on the road. We've got loads of new stuff to explore, and I am going to be aiming to explore as much of it as possible within this episode and within this stream tonight. So if you're watching this back on YouTube, you'll be able to see exactly where I go and what I do. You can jump forward to whatever part you want to. And if you're watching this live here on Twitch, then welcome. It's good to have you, and I can't thank you enough for all of your support throughout 2021. And we are going to be very prosperous in what we get in 2022. So starting off, I believe, in Dover, because it told me that my lorry had been parked to a safe place. So we're going to be driving quite a way today. We're going to be exploring a little bit of France. I want to explore this part of France that I've never been to before. So we've got Brest, Nantes and La Rochelle, as well as Limoges, Toulouse and certain parts of Montpellier. Basically quite a lot of France that I haven't visited in the La France DLC. Vive la France. So basically want to get to that part of the map at the moment. So hoping to probably get some driving down to Plymouth and then head over to Roscoff, or potentially we'll go over here at Calais and cross over that way. Depends on which way we want to do it. Either way, let's get going and get everything done. We're going to go straight in and tune our truck, which is the first thing I want to do. I want to get this new year started with a brand new skin. So we're going to tune this truck up. We've got loads of new stuff. We've got new map expansions. We've got new skins. We've got new trailer loads. There's loads to explore here in Euro Truck Simulator. So I'm really excited. Here we go. 2022 here in Euro Truck Simulator. Right, if I can remember how to drive a truck, that is. I'm going to reverse here. Where's the garage? Oh, he's over there. So I want to be turning right. And make sure there's nobody coming. Yeah, they seem to be good. So I'm just going to turn the game sound up a little bit, just because it's a bit quiet from my end. There you go, that's a bit better. These lorries are quite powerful and loud in real life. You do need your volume turned up to fully experience what these mammoths can really do. I live in a very suburban part of the United Kingdom, and lorries make up probably about 60% of the business around here, and I can tell you that is what drives you to want to do this sort of thing. Come on. There we go. Traffic lights being kind to us. Sorry, guys. I'm a lot. Oh, that was a Rosa there. That's a cop. Didn't mean to do that. Sorry, my friend. Right, let's see if we can get any of these skins installed on this lorry. I've enjoyed it as it is. I'll have a look. It looks very good at the moment, to be honest. I can't complain, but hopefully there should be some more skins available for this lorry now. So we want to go to sort of the paint menu. So this one here, Scania Griffin Special. Ah, look at this. So this is something I've recently acquired, and I think it looks fantastic. Look at all the. Look at that. That looks awesome. As a new skin for 2022, that does look really cool. I must admit. I must admit that does look good. Let's go with that. Let's stick that £13,000. How much do we have? You know what? I'm going to go for it. Take the plunge. We're going to make enough money this year. Do we need to do any servicing? Here we do. There we go. That's taking us down. Right, so we've got to make some money now. We've actually got to make some money in this world. Right, look at this truck. Let's go to take this to a very photogenic location. Get some photos done of our brand new truck. Where's the sun? There it is. Get this lamppost out of the way. Seems to want to get into all of my photos. Right, so now we can just take it into Photo Studio, and essentially show you the Photo Studio. I think you got to use WASD on this one, which is a bit weird, but you can sort of go around places, zoom in, zoom out. You can adjust loads of different sort of field of view. You can adjust your blur deposition. So if you want them in focus in the background or not, I don't. The idea is to have me in focus and nothing else. Now that is a very nice screenshot. You can also change the weather, believe it or not. I think that is, wow, look at that. That is very like Microsoft Flight Simulator-esque, sort of, you know, what you can do. You can change the saturation as well to be black and white or brilliant color. We're gonna shove it in color, and oh, let's tilt it a little bit as well. Yeah, now that's what I like. You can adjust the lights as well, whether you want additional illumination, front auxiliary, roof auxiliary, high beam. You can do a lot of stuff on this. This is really, really cool. Right, there you go. That's a lovely screenshot. Right, let's get back to having a look on the freight market, what we can do that's going to take us where. As you can see, I've got some of these new trucks which I really want to try. Do I or don't I? That looks fantastic, that really does. It's a pity there's very little, to be honest, to that part of France that I want to go. You know what, we're here to explore new stuff. This is going to take us all the way to Verona, which I believe is somewhere we've never been before, as a result of the new Italy DLC. Let's go ahead and do it. You're about to set for a heavy haul job. Please review your capabilities. Let me have a look. Okay, this is going to be fun. I don't even know if I can do this. You know what? Sod it. I don't care. We are going to take on this mammoth train, and we're going to take it all the way down to Italy. Are you ready, guys? Are you ready? I'm ready. I'm absolutely ready in my beautiful Scania truck. Right, this is going to probably be a very slow, a very long journey. So I hope you are tucked in. I hope you are ready. This is going to be a very interesting journey tonight over to Verona in Italy. And we're probably going to explore a lot more of the map. Italy is part of the expansion packs that I've got, so that's a new part of the map that I haven't had before. So we're going to a completely new part of the map with a completely new truck skin, with a completely new truck load. Now that is exactly, that's ticking off everything that I wanted to tick off tonight, to be honest. Can we see it already? Can we see it? What on earth are we picking up here? I'm going to tell you it's none of them. It's that. Look at it. Oh, you'll be able to see it in a minute. This is going to be a very interesting, probably deadly scenario. Oh well, guys. Wish me luck. Wish me absolute luck with this. I'm going to turn the beacons on and everything because we're going to need that. It's a Vossloh. Ah, so it's Vossloh, made by the class people who made the Class 68s. It looks like one of those German Shunter locomotives, like a 294 or something like that. I don't know my German trains very well, but that... Look, it's got a Delna coupler on it as well, or something like that. This is a heavy haul job for you, I can tell you that. We must get another screenshot whilst we're doing something. I've just got to remember, if I might need to go to the options, just to remember what the keys and buttons are, put the beacons on. High beams, light modes, is there a one for beacons? Let's have a look. Light modes, L. High beam is K. Is there anything for beacons? Have I missed it? Gearbox. That's interesting. Are they B? Are they just under the B? Oh no, B is the engine brake. Beacon. O. There you go. The O button. Right. Yes, that's more like it. We are hauling this indeed. Wish us luck, guys. Oh my god. Wow. What a machine. This is awesome. You know what? It's time to get another screenshot. It is absolutely time to get another screenshot. Let's do this. Let's do this, guys. We need to absolutely nail this. Look at the size of that. Look at it. That is insane. And you can like go low down. Oh my word, that is awesome. I'm gonna have to get that screenshot. That is cool. Might need to change the time of day though, just because it's a little bit, I don't think it's bright enough. There we go. That's better. Let's also tilt it a little bit. There we go. That's more like what I like. Look at that. Magic. Right, let's get back on the road, guys. Are we ready with this massive load? We're going to need some space. I knew I'd tune this truck right. There's a reason why I set it to 90,000 brake horsepower. Oh, this is going to be our problem all the way, isn't it? Haven't even managed to get out of Dover yet. Right, which way is it taking me? I need to know, because if it's taking me on the... yeah, I wouldn't go on the Eurotunnel, because I don't think this is going to fit. So yeah, ferry, that's the best option. Let the ferry across and go across there. We'll probably cross the most of France on this episode, so I hope you're in for quite a ride, because this is going to be just that. I can't see any traffic lights, can you? There you go, it's a bit better. Look at that football bouncing up and down like that. That's brilliant. Oh, look at this. Absolute beast of a machine. The Scania. The absolute beast that is Scania 750 something. Absolute machine. This is a weapon of a truck. That is what this is. It is an absolute weapon of a truck. This can do anything you need it to do. Heavy haulage. We are the heavy haulage people. We are the Alalis of... I want that. I want an Alalis skin for my truck. So that we can go around hauling trains everywhere. Yes. I'm feeling this tonight. I really am. So very good evening if you're joining on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube. Good day, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator, where we are, well, we're going global with this, we really are. We're in a brand new skin for my Scania that I've managed to get with the Christmas sales on Steam. I've managed to also get these cargo packs in the Christmas sales, as well as map expansions for Euro Truck Simulator, so we are A-OK. And that also goes for American Truck Simulator. If you guys like the big old American loads, keep an eye out for what we've got coming, because we've got some fantastic content coming. I'm going to go now because... Oh no, am I... Ah! God, he nearly hit me, didn't he? Whoa! To be honest, I could have been waiting there all day, to be honest. So we're going to have... Shit in hell. Sorry. Whoa. Okay. Right, you've got to remember... Ah! No, 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 no. Whoa, 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 whoa. I was about to say, you've got to remember, we've got a massive truck behind us. How have I got no damage? We're going to need to go round, guys. I'm very sorry to say it. We're going to need to go all the way round. You might have to jackknife here. Yes, this is how we do it. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Yes. Come on, come on, come on. You look at that. The power of the Scania. And that's why you have a V8. If possible, a V10. Anything. V8s aren't for cars, they're for lorries. Right, let's embark on this fantastic journey. We're going to make 50 grand out of this. 50 grand! I'm going to do more of these. If you're going to make 50 grand out of this, tonight's going to be fun. Oh no! Right, this is France, Calais, which is famous for its, as you can see via the via the map, a very twisty, windy, windy journey. So we've sort of got to follow these arrows, and it's going to be quite difficult. I can tell you that for nothing. It's going to be quite difficult, this, because we've now got to do a full 180 here. Oh, this massive load that just refuses to go where you're going. Look at this. The power of the Scania. Oh, immense. Absolutely immense. Oh, we can just go back on the ferry this way. That's the ferry we've just got off. Something Cruises. Gallia Ferries, is it? Gallia Ferries. Welcome to Gallia Ferries. Oh, I did that turn quite well, didn't I? Yeah, you've got to get used to it in these trucks. You've got to get used to the turning circle, the speed of the truck. I actually thought that this truck didn't have enough power to be able to haul this load, and I thought we were going to get stuck somewhere. That being said, we're only a little bit into the journey. We're only about 10% of the way through our journey yet, so give it time. Give it time. Something's going to go wrong. You can guarantee that. For this anti-migrant security fence here. Sorry to use that word, but it gets floated around the media so much these days. It sort of doesn't mean anything anymore, unfortunately, which is very sad. It's a very distressing situation for a lot of people. It's like COVID. No, people don't use COVID anymore, to be honest. It's just batted round as this is COVID, that's COVID. Your postman's late, COVID. Anything can be put down to COVID these days. I think it's hailing again. It's been hailing quite recently. You can hear it when it starts hailing, because it sounds like your window's about to crack. Yeah, it's been weird. We do snow quite often, but we just don't get snow. It keeps hailing instead, which I don't know if that's worse. Thanks for letting me in, bro. Thanks for letting me in. Oh, these French drivers, eh? Absolutely useless. If you don't get the reference there, that is a Top Gear reference. They actually did an episode many years ago, and I think their Christmas special this year at the Grand Tour was a homage to one of the French specials they did, where they drove loads of French cars in France, and the cars broke down, they blew up and everything like that. And basically they did the same in this episode, the Grand Tour. In fact, one of the cars was so bad, at the end of it they tried to not torpedo, but like fling it back over to France using one of these massive truncheons or something like that. Or whatever the hell they call them. Massive flingy things from back in the medieval days. God, it was one hell of a weird episode, I must admit. It was I found it hilarious until I got to sort of like the middle, and then I thought like the joke's sort of worn off. The novelty's worn off. Yeah, it felt a bit weird, that episode, but hey ho, we'll see what comes next. I keep saying there's a Russian special, but I'm not too sure that'll ever materialise. Right, got to keep an eye on the cars around us, but also on the fact that we're very close to the thing here. Oh, we need to be in this lane. Hello my friend, we need to be in your lane. Are you going to let me in, or... Oh! Oh, I thought he was letting me in. What kind? You know what? Thank you. He did let me in the end. So I skipped the lights. So we're going this way towards Brussels and Lille. We're going to skirt along the side of France for about as long as possible. I feel like I should have an escort vehicle. If I'm driving a vehicle of this size, I feel like I should have an escort vehicle. Whoa. If this arrives in one piece with no damage, I'll be a monkey's uncle, I really will. So welcome on the A16. Yeah, the A16. Right, we've got to watch out now. We might have enough fuel to do the journey on its own, but one will have to see. Oh god, this is slow. Right, let's get on the way. So we're due at midnight on Saturday. And it's not even midnight on Friday. Oh no, wait. Oh, okay. I thought that meant it was going to take 2 days to get down to Verona. I was like, what? No, that's midnight tonight, so that's over 12 hours though. That's a long time. Well, yeah, we're going to need to rest stop somewhere, I reckon. Don't know where, don't know when. I'm going to leave it till basically the last possible minute and then see what happens. If we get fined, we get fined. If we don't, we don't. There's positive sides to everything. But I tell you what, these map expansions, this new sort of, all the new skins and stuff like that, and these huge loads that we've got. This Vossloh lorry load, train. Oh, this is awesome. I mean, that feels like a real load. I mean, look at that. Look at the size of it. I can't believe my lorry is hauling this without any issue. I think it means that it's chronically overpowered. And when I'm hauling little, like, you know, curtain siders like that, I'm just wasting this lorry. We are meant for bigger and better things. We truly are. Anyway, I've started up a new truck company in American Truck Simulator, which we'll be continuing. If you didn't know, this is the first of my trucking diaries for truck simulators. So that is American and Euro Truck Simulator. So my trucking diaries are basically going to be live streams and YouTube videos amalgamated into one on the basis that doing both at the same time, so having to record a live stream and then having to do another recording on a separate incident on a video, it meant that there was a hell of a lot of editing to do, there's a hell of a lot of processing to do. Commonly it takes 6 hours of my time just to be able to get a video out to you guys, and that's a long time. Once you put all the editing in and the processing and everything, and it's a very intensive way to do it. So my new mission for 2022 is I'm going to amalgamate the two. Live streams are going to happen at the same time as recordings. So what you're watching here is a live stream. So hello to everyone that's watching live. Hi, how are you doing? Let's get into this lane. Oh no, do we need to wait? What? This one's coming off here to Remnant. Maybe we do want to go that way. I don't know. I don't know where this thing's taking me. And at the same time, I'm recording a video for you guys on YouTube. So hi, you guys on YouTube. How you doing? Really, really good. So lots of positive things happening. God knows where on earth we're meant to be going here. We're going this way. Oh, I'm in the wrong lane again. Yeah, let's stay in this lane. Seems to be good here. There we go. I can't believe we're speeding when we're hauling a, what, 150 ton train or something. I don't know how many tons this train is. That's probably quite reasonable for a train, 150 tons. God knows. You see these train loads on real-time trains, and it says trailing load of, I don't know, a trailing load of 1,450 tons, and you're like, geez. The power of those train locomotives hauling that much, especially the diesel ones. They don't take power from the overhead wires. I mean, the overhead wires it's 25,000 volts. That'll power you to the moon if you can do it, you know. So, but you know, seriously, these diesel locomotives, they must run on a lot of power. Definitely. Right, we want to get into this lane. According, is this guy going to be nice and let us in, or is he just going to? Yeah, he is. Good old boy. Thank you for that. Pretty much had no choice because we would have been going that way. Well, we are speeding now. Let's take it down a little bit. We don't want to cause any injury to this truck. Let's go. Let's climb. Getting up to speed, and we're nearly there. Oh, no, there's a lorry. You gonna let me in, or... Nope. Nope, he had no plans. I'll tell you what. If I had the power, I'd overtake you very aggressively, my friend. But no. You've got no chance when I'm hauling this thing. Look at what weather it is, though. Look at that. That is a gorgeous view. That really is. Absolutely wonderful. I'm so happy to have these new loads, because it's all fine and well exploring Euro Truck Simulator, but when you've got the opportunity to properly like explore and have new map expansions and add on for next to no money, you know, that is truly special. So welcome to Belgium. Now, Belgium I've never been to. A little bit of news about me: I've got some very prosperous things on the pipeline. In fact, so prosperous that I think how lucky I am now compared to where I was a couple of years ago. That I've got some really prosperous things on the pipeline, and one of them is going to Zeebrugge in Belgium for their Christmas market. Not this year, but next year. There's a possibility of me doing this. I'm looking at doing a full cruise out of Southampton, 7 nights. So it's not that long, but at the same time, it's a decent length cruise if you've never done one before. So I'm looking to go with P&O, a company who I've respected for a very long time, on one of their brand new ships. I believe it's the Iona, on a Western. I think it's a Western Europe sort of tour. So the ship will leave Southampton, and I think it's on day 2 or something like that. You get to Hamburg port, and you're there for 1 day. So that will give me a chance to see Hamburg and the miniature Wonderland if it's open and stuff like that. And then after Hamburg, are we coming off here? Yep, we are. Good. After Hamburg, it will depart. It will go back to sea, and then it will go to Rotterdam. Oh, manage your speed, manage your speed, manage your speed. Yep, it will go over to Rotterdam, where you can go to Amsterdam. But you'll be in Rotterdam, I believe, for 2 days. So you arrive on 1 day. You're there that night and the next night. No, not and the next night. You depart the next night. So you're there for roughly over 24 hours, so you've got a chance to explore Rotterdam and Amsterdam should you wish to do so, and then it goes back out to sea, and then you get to Zeebrugge, or Zeebrugge, or however you want to pronounce it, and you'll spend all day there, and then essentially you're at sea, and then you get back to Southampton. So it's a nice little round tour. It's not too far as well, so you're only going over to Germany. You actually do 3 countries actually on that, which is very special for a 7-night tour. You're doing 3 countries. You're doing Germany, you're doing the Netherlands, where I've been to before, also doing Belgium, where I've never been to before as well. So Belgians don't seem to make their mind up. Half of them speak German, half of them speak French. So I've been speaking recently at work we deal with a lot of international customers, and I've been dealing with a lot of oh, look at these roadworks. Wow. Yeah, I've been dealing with a French Belgian actually. All of his email correspondence is in French, but he's based in Belgium. So it's quite an interesting country. I do believe it's got its own language, but it's not used, obviously, because migration and sort of how that all works in the world has changed the country. So Luxembourg, as you can see where we're going now, is its own country. Probably one of the smallest countries in Europe, apart from San Marino and places like that, obviously. So I don't want anything to go wrong on this trip. So I'm slowing down for all the corners, as you can see. We've already done a number of countries though. We've exited Britain, we've gone over to France, gone through Belgium, now we're going to Luxembourg, so we're doing quite well. Yeah, so this year I'm going to primarily focus on exploring the United Kingdom. I want to do a lot of things I've never done before. Next week I'm going to Dublin for the first time. Not actually into Dublin, I'm just transiting through Dublin Airport, but to me, I did the same at Frankfurt. I count that. I stayed overnight at Frankfurt Airport in the Hilton, and to be fair, I had to exit customs to get into the Hilton, so I'm counting that as I was in Germany. Whereas this time, I won't be doing the same. I'll be flying into Dublin to then I'll be staying within the airport confines, and I'll not be crossing through customs. I'll just be going through to my connecting flight, and then I'll be going back down south. I'm only down south actually for a couple of days. It's a very, very short trip actually. In fact, I leave next Friday and I'm back next Sunday, so I'm away for a very short period of time. That being said, there won't be any live streams or YouTube videos next week, or it might be delayed. I think the YouTube video might come out on Monday, so there will be a YouTube video like normal. Live stream will indeed be cancelled though. There is no time to do it, unfortunately. I allocate Saturday nights, and next week I'm away, so there won't be anything next week, but there will be a YouTube video, so do keep an eye out for that. I've already got a video lined up that I'm going to be putting out to YouTube. Scenario creation through Train Simulator. I recently had an opportunity to make a scenario for Train Simulator, and I basically thought to myself, oh, I might as well film myself doing this, and then other people can see how to make a basic scenario. So that's what I've done. There's a lot of roadworks on this trip. Hell of a lot. Right, we don't want to end up in Liège or Reims. Hello guys. That's rare. That's something you don't get in the United Kingdom. You get roadworks and people actually working on them. Are we in this lane or that lane or both? To be honest, I think we're going to be in that lane. Sorry mate, I'm going to cross in behind you. Yeah, so I've got a pre-recorded video for next week that's going to come out next Monday, so keep an eye out for that. Train Simulator, it's going to be part of my tutorial series, which is something I'm going to be doing a bit sparsely, but it's going to be a new series that I'm launching next week, so do keep an eye out for that. Oh, sugar and spice. A £5 loan. Why on earth did I take that out? What my Euro Truck Simulator career is a series of unfortunate regrets, basically, which is whereby I go into an episode, I throw the truck around so much that essentially it damages everything and I make no money, and then I go out and spend money employing a driver to earn money for me to pay off the most expensive loan I could probably get from the game, which I truly can't afford because I don't play it enough. So yeah, this is welcome to Euro Truck Simulator, a series of unfortunate regrets. That's probably the best way to put this series into a nutshell, eh? I'll tell you what though, for the weight that this truck is hauling, it is doing an absolutely startling job of it. Really, really pushing the boundaries of what this truck's capable of. This is more of a American Truck Simulator sort of haul, but I love my Scanias. Ah, he's been pulled, naughty boy. Yeah, I love my Scanias. I think, hey, see, do you know what I mean? No more than 40 when you're going around sharp curves, otherwise something bad's gonna happen. Welcome to the Netherlands. Welcome to the Netherlands. So we've already done many different countries. So this is the Netherlands. This is somewhere I've already been. I went to the Netherlands 2020 during COVID, which is ironic because people have found it more difficult to fly now during COVID than it was in 2020 when COVID was more outrageous in a way. It was spreading quicker, it was getting worse quicker. And people found it easier to fly back then. I found it easier to fly back then. I went over to Amsterdam in July 2020 when they relaxed all the restrictions because they didn't believe that it was as bad as it truly was. Little did they know this is 2022 and we're still being governed by it. But essentially, oh gosh, I'm still in the wrong lane. Nobody knew how bad it was. So they relaxed all the restrictions and I just said to my mate, right, fine, my birthday, we're going over to Amsterdam. I've never been before. You know a mate over there who's who can show us all the plane spotting places, Polder Barn, stuff like that, because I'm a big plane spotter, and I've always wanted to go to Amsterdam. It's one of my dreams. And lo and behold, brilliant, absolutely immense. The weather was gorgeous. It didn't disappoint. It was just like this. It was absolutely just like this, sunny and gorgeous, and clouds. Everything you want from a journey like this. So, how long do we have before our rest stop? 3 hours. So I'll skip this one then. But yeah, it was absolutely amazing. I didn't actually go into Amsterdam. I only stayed on the outskirts of Amsterdam. But I'm going to be returning. Don't worry about that. Staying in a very special location. But that's all to come in the future. I've got some plans for my birthday next year to do something very special and return to Amsterdam. So, but that's next year. That's 2023. 2022, we can focus on that now. I've got some big plans for the summer though. Lots and lots of travelling, lots and lots of travel vlogs. So there'll be lots of stuff coming. Don't worry about that. My main channel, Leo Martin, my actual, like, real time, here you go, here's some real trains YouTube channel sort of thing. Oh gosh, are we coming off here then? Apparently we are. You can never make it out from this thing. Anyway, yeah, my real thing, I'm about to do a collaboration and launch sort of a new partnership with one of my friends from work. So big things happening in that sector as well. So there is so much expansion that's happening and so much good stuff. And I haven't been this happy and I haven't been this fortunate in a long time. So oh gosh, this truck is doing what it wants. It really is. Yeah. So it's really good situation at the moment. So things are getting better. I hope that everyone's enjoying the YouTube videos and where we're going with the channel. There's so much more to explore, and I'm hoping in time I might be able to do some collaborations with people when trying out simulators like this. Do some multiplayer in Euro Truck Sim with a friend of mine, or got loads of different opportunities out there. So this channel will go up and up. Don't worry about that. There'll be a lot more collaborations happening in the future. This is just a start. This is just the start. There is so much more to explore. The simulators coming out all the time. As I said, we've got Farming Simulator joining the channel in a couple of months' time. I've got loads of new stuff installed that I'm going to be showcasing on the channel. I probably spent nigh on about 75-80 quid during the Steam sales. There was so much for so little money that I probably ended up spending way more than I should have done. But yeah, no, I spent a lot of money on Euro Truck Sim, spent a lot of money on American Truck Sim, probably a little bit more actually. There's a lot of map extensions I didn't have that have been released for American Truck Simulator. So yeah, in fact, I'm going to be absolutely honest here and say we've been driving in Europe now for God knows what, about 9 hours in game time, and this is the first toll we've come across, which is rare. Tolls are usually a lot more common. In fact, I'm not sure if this is entirely true, but I think I read somewhere that the reason they have so many toll roads in France is because toll roads, I think, are operated for the government. I don't believe they're privately operated, because the roads are not privately funded, they're funded by the government. So instead of charging you road tax, which doesn't exist in France, you don't. So when you buy a car in the United Kingdom, you buy a car, you have to insure the car, you have to then get road tax and tax it for however long it needs to be taxed for. Some people use one car for half the year, one car for the other half. I don't know why. One of my parents does that themselves, and they sawn it statutory off the road notification. Basically, they register a car as off the road and they don't pay any tax on it for half the year, and then they have to re-register it for the other half of the year. I mean, for someone like me who doesn't have the luxury of even having a car, let alone 2 cars, that makes no sense, but there will be a reason behind it. But essentially that's how it works in the United Kingdom. So you have to pay road tax as a tax for driving your car on the subsidised roads that are subsidised by the government, the highways agency and stuff like that, as far as I'm aware. Whereas in places like France, you don't pay road tax. So when you get your car, I'm pretty sure you just insure it. And then what you do is, instead of paying road tax, every time you get onto a motorway, you'll have to pay a toll. And that toll will, over the course of how often you drive the car, will leave you with enough to fill the road tax bill that you would pay in the United Kingdom. That being said, if you only drive to and from work within a city and you don't go anywhere near a toll, then how do you pay what is equivalent to road tax? You then just get the car for free, are you, and no road tax? Bit weird. Maybe the insurance. Maybe you have to pay maybe an insurance tax or something like that to insure your car and ensure it's safe for the road. You have to insure it with a private company who will pay for any issues you have, but at the same time you would pay for different services and pay the government for allowing you to drive on their roads or something. I don't know. It sounds like road tax to me, but hey. Right, we've just had the first yawn, so that means we're going to be stopping here at this service station, because it seems to be about. I don't want to go overboard with this, but 436 miles seems about right. I think you could just about do that on a night's sleep. So we want to get some rest, which is God knows. Here we go. Let's park next to this guy with his silly little, what is it, a DAF or something? DAF, do I call him? Oh, it's a Renault. Ugh, what a horrific truck. You must be blind to have a Renault, honestly. There's him. Hello, Mr. Scania, my friend. That's the old styling. I quite like the old styling, but at the same time, I think the new styling is quite good as well. That's why I've changed it. Right, let's put our high beams on. Right, we're going to be very flashy this evening. This is going to be a night shift run. Oh! Holy smokes, is anyone going to let me out? Nope. I'm here all night. Might as well go back to bed. I'm going now. Sorry, mate. Had to go. Thank you. That's how we say thank you in the UK, basically. When you can't see anything or it's dead at night, you just put your hazard lights on and it just says thank you. I don't think it's in the rule book. I'm learning how to drive at the moment, basically, and I think a lot of these tactics that people use, like saying thank you using your indicators and stuff like that, I think all of that is frowned upon. Right? No, you shouldn't be doing that because there's a reason why you have that, and it's not that reason. Alright, so now we're just going to overtake all those miserable idiots who wouldn't let us get out. Right, this seems fair. $30, that seems about right. Right, we'll be beyond Mr. Postman. Or we could just cut him up like he cut us up and didn't let us on the road. No, he ain't got anywhere near enough power to do that. Yes, we do! Idiot. That's what you get. That's what you get for being such a douche earlier in the journey, my friend. I like even that. Sorry. God. Oh my god, I hope I didn't get any damage from that. Please, God. 1%. I hope my insurance is going to cover that. I think there's like up to like, I think there's a perk you can have that says that if you activate it with your skill points, I think in this game that you can earn as you progress along the ranks and the levels, I think it means that if any damage up to 5% you won't get penalised for, anything above 5% you will, and then that can obviously increase if you give it another level or whatever. So I think we should be alright, 1% should be fine. That being said, it doesn't take into account the damage that you put on your own truck. You have to pay everything for that, unless you've got truck insurance, which I'm not too sure. There must be a level that you can just sort of do this game at. Are we in the right lane? No, wait, what the hell is going on here? Okay, now we're fine. God knows. Strasbourg! Welcome to Strasbourg, guys. We've done a hell of a long journey so far, and this is... It's just mesmerising. It's lovely to be able to sit down, play this game with you guys, and just enjoy it. Basically, kick back and relax. It's been an interesting week, and next week is going to be really busy. For the industry that I come into and that I work in at the moment, I'm not going to obviously divulge any details, but it's going to be a very busy week, essentially, the next couple of weeks. So it's been quite busy this week, to be honest, but I don't think it's been anywhere near as busy as it's going to be next week. So I'm going to make the most of these 2 days off and absolutely rest, as well as the fact that I'm only in work for 3 days next week, so I've got a nice short week, which is nice. I like to break up the week by doing that, because it means at least that way you'll be a little bit refreshed, and that's why I've decided to come back on my I've got 4 days off. Essentially, I'll be at home for day 4, even though I'm doing quite a long journey. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun, definitely be fun. Got a lot to talk about. Where we're going to go, what we're going to do. I want to see a lot of stuff. I want to go places I've never been before, and I think that now I've settled into a job, and now I've settled into a rhythm, and that I'm paying my bills on time, and I'm not getting into debt. Not that I ever did, but you know, it's just basically keeping on top of things. I think I'm now in a position where I can start to look beyond my situation here, and obviously towards possibilities elsewhere. You see, so. Anyway, this is a wonderful nighttime experience. This is Euro Truck Simulator at night. I think it's got a fantastic engine that this game runs on. I think in some ways it feels a little bit playful, and I think they could really upgrade it for the future. If this game engine got a massive sort of upgrade and felt a bit more Unreal Engine-like, this could be an immense simulator. I think it just lacks certain aspects at the moment. I think it's the perfect simulator for a game of this nature, and that's why they chose it. The dynamic weather systems. I think this does a lot better job of simulating night than Unreal Engine 4 does, or an Unreal Engine 5. In fact, I've never tried Unreal Engine 5. I think a lot of people who are playing Train Sim World were hoping that Unreal Engine 4 would be worked on, and then they would eventually migrate over to Unreal Engine 5. The problem is, apparently, to the train devs and stuff like that who work at Dovetail Games, it's very difficult to change from Unreal Engine 4 to Unreal Engine 5, which is sad. It would involve... I think the word they like to use is architecture. So game architecture is essentially where you start on day 1 with a game. So on day 1 with Train Sim World, not Train Sim World 2, like the original Train Sim World, on day 1 they have this idea, this is what it's going to be like, this is what we're going to have passenger functions, we're going to have this, we're going to have that, and then they build that architecture as a sort of a mould into the engine of their choice. But that engine, I'm sorry to say, at some point is going to be replaced, and unfortunately they made a poor decision or maybe it's just poor timing or something like that, I'm not too sure, but they made a poor decision. Come on, coming out. Nope. Well, I gave him a chance, didn't I? Volvo, that's my next choice. If I didn't have a Scania, it'd be a Volvo. Yeah, so they made a choice to go with, I don't know whether they made the wrong choice or the right choice, but either way, at that moment in time when they first started the game architecture for Train Sim World, the original, or Train Sim World 2020 as it was called, they decided to go with Unreal Engine 4, even though they probably knew in the back of their minds Unreal Engine 5 is coming, and there is probably a good chance that Unreal Engine 5 would come out after only maybe 2 or 3 years, maybe 4 years developing content for Unreal Engine 4, and whether that they feel it's necessary to go over to Unreal Engine 5. And I think they had that conversation and worked out that it is, and they probably spoke with Unreal. The guys at Unreal have an obligation, a support network to allow for game developers to reach out to them and talk to them about the prospects of their game, what they want to do, what is going to be useful in it. Switzerland! Welcome to Switzerland. There you go. So now we're in Switzerland. You can tell by the gorgeous tunnel. Switzerland is famous for these beautiful tunnels that they produce through the Alps and stuff like that. So we're going to Bern, Geneva, as we head through to Italy. But they probably have that talk over at Dovetail Games, and basically they must have agreed and said, look, you know, your game will be more than, your simulator will be more than satisfied with Unreal Engine 4. Unreal Engine 5 will add an extra depth to it, but there is no need to build from the ground up with Unreal Engine 5. I mean, in my mind, it would be the best thing in the world if you could port a game over from Unreal Engine 4 to Unreal Engine 5, but because it is the base of a game, it's like the foundations that are put into the ground. You can build anything on top of those foundations, but in order to change the foundation to a new foundation, you have got to dig up the old foundations, and that's a lot of effort, that's a lot of time. In fact, in order to do that, you've got to dismantle the whole house, because you can't build on the foundations, or you can't change the foundations without digging up the house. Do you know what I mean? So that's probably a very good metaphor for how they feel with Unreal Engine. They've done a fantastic job with creating a game engine here that works sublimely as a train simulator game engine. But in order to upgrade it to the level they want it to, they'd have to dismantle the house. And they don't want to do that because this house is only getting bigger and is only getting stronger. And you never know, the game developers might seek support from Unreal Engine to enhance and allow DirectX 12 support in the game, and then the possibility of 4K gaming and all of that comes along. You might not even need Unreal Engine 4 or Unreal Engine 5 to run that. I'm not that tech-minded, but to me, there's a reason why they chose this game engine for Euro Truck Simulator, and it is done SCS Studios. It's just done them. I mean, it's like from the start of day one, we knew that this was going to be a promising simulator. Now, we always knew that there was going to be an American truck simulator coming, because people requested it and said it's all good driving these Scanias across Germany, but is there a way we can drive massive loads across the heart of America? We can feel the power of these massive Kenworths, Western Stars, Freightliners, any of them. You know, we can really feel the power of them. Is there a way we can do that? And obviously they knew what they wanted to do. And American Truck Simulator is also one of my favourite trucking sims. This and American Truck Simulator, they go hand in hand. I prefer American Truck Simulator to this on the basis that it feels a lot more modernised. Like they've done a lot more updates to the game engine, whereas this is... I'm not saying they don't do updates to this, but it just feels... It's not going to be the same, obviously, as American Truck Simulator, because American Truck Simulator is newer, so... that being said, dynamic sort of feels to this game, like the way that the game engine is working out when I turn left and right using my Xbox 360 controller here, that it's telling this Scania little thing in the middle that's to go left, to go right, to go the opposite direction to what I'm doing. Obviously that's how forces work in real life. It's just mesmerising, and the fact that it's doing a lot of mathematical sums while I'm driving here and working out the power of the load of the truck that you're driving compared to the load that you're hauling, and it knows exactly all the formulas to do. Look at that. I think this truck looks immense now, I really do. Yeah, I feel this game's got a long way to go. Not as in like a bad thing. Normally when people say that it's a bad thing, I don't mean that in a bad sense. I mean this game has got a huge future ahead of it, like really positive future. In a very similar way to Fernbus, you know, just as that coach comes past me, it reminds me of Fernbus. Fernbus will be coming back to the channel very soon. Don't worry about that. It will be coming back. Start of February 2022. We're coming back to Fernbus, getting some more lines and routes done with our dedicated Fernbus crew. Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. We've got a lot of good stuff coming up. I know there's been a lot of train simulator content recently. I'm just trying to cover as much as I can. There's going to be a lot more to do. A lot more sort of videos to film. I've been looking forward to getting my hands on a lot of the content that I've got now, and we've got a lot more new games to show you actually that I've managed to acquire over the Christmas period. So don't worry, there's so much more coming to the channel. Any of you fans of Flight Simulator, it's been a while since I played that. That will be coming to the channel soon as well. Don't worry about that. I'm planning my next Flight Simulator video at the moment. It's in the planning stages. The Fernbus one isn't. So Flight Simulator will come first. That'll be at the end of January. Fernbus will come next. OMSI is a simulator I've been wanting to bring to you for a long time. I'm still in the tinkering stages of OMSI, so that's probably not in the immediate future, but that'll be probably... I'm hoping to get that out by March. An OMSI video. Sort OMSI out once and for all. My controller seems to have a bit of issue with going left and right in that game because it's a bit funny, obviously. Yeah, I know I've got my high beams on. I'll turn them off actually. Right. Anyway, 224 miles to go. It's been a hell of a long journey. This, it really does. It feels like I've been driving for ages, and that's the brilliant thing about this game is sometimes you can actually feel tired just from driving. And that's what I feel in this. I really do. I feel a sense of tiredness just from driving, and that's amazing because that is like a human sort of feeling and emotion, maybe a trait that you feel tired after you're doing something that has somehow been simulated in this so well that it's actually true. You really feel tired in this game. Like, mostly because I'm having to hold my bloody finger over the trigger button, but yeah, this really is intense. not like I've ever felt it before. And sometimes, not now. We've come so far. Sometimes even in Train Simulator I feel tired. I mean, I've tried to do. I think I've made a scenario where you drive a train from London to Exeter, the Night Riviera. Not that it's going to come out anytime soon, because I've got major issues with the Class 57 that I need to rectify. I seem to be the only one who's got these issues, so it's very difficult to solve issues when nobody else has them. Yeah, but essentially, I did that run all in once, and I did it about 10 o'clock at night to sort of, I wanted to actually do an experiment to see how long I'd last. Because the only way you can actually do it is via Bristol, it took extra long. But I think I got to just west of Bath, and I couldn't do it. I just had to go to bed. I was knackered. That being said, it wasn't a fair experiment in the sense that if you are driving the Night Riviera at that time of night, you will not have been driving during the day. You know, you will not have been working during the day. You will, you know. So you need to sleep until about 5 o'clock and then wake up at 5 o'clock in the afternoon and then drive it. I reckon you'd last a lot longer. So there's experiments in these, really, because Train Simulator, believe it or not, is in real time, is in real distance. So a mile in Train Simulator is a mile as it is in real life. So it's a one-to-one scale simulation. People don't believe me, but when you do that Preston to Glasgow route, West Coast Main Line, North Western Scotland, from the ATS guys, you'll soon realise that's in a one-to-one scale, my friend. Oh, it takes you a long time, a very long time, and they've got the entirety of the East Coast Main Line, so you can drive from Edinburgh to London, and it will take you 6.5 hours, just like it does in real life, or 4.5 hours, or however long it takes. It's insane. That game is insane. And it's doing that on an engine they first developed in 2008. I know they've upgraded it and given it a few tweaks and that lot, and it's still as unreliable as it's always been. But that just goes to show you that, you know, upgrading is not all it's cracked up to be. Wow, we're really motoring now. Look at that lake. Oh, that's gorgeous. Must admit, this new scenery, I'm really, really digging this. This is a route I've not really done much before, to be honest. We've only got 165 miles to go. As we pull into the daylight of Saturday. According to our rotor, we're due from... Jeez. We're expected Saturday night. So if we arrive at Saturday at 9 AM, then we're doing really, really well. Do you reckon we'll do it, guys? I reckon we will. Look at that sunrise in the mirror. Look how realistic that is. The cloud structure, the sun as it rises. That is almost that's photorealistic. That. Honest to God, I've never seen clouds in a simulator look that real. They must be. I reckon they're cartooned version of real photos in a way, because these are seriously impressive. Buongiorno Italia! We are here, my ladies and gentlemen. We are in Italy. We have driven through God knows how many countries now. Let's actually count them, actually. So we started off in Britain, that's 1. 2 would be France. 3 would be... Where do we go next after that? Belgium. 4 would be Luxembourg. 5 would be Netherlands. 6 would be Germany. 7 would be Switzerland. And 8 is Italy. 1 video, 8 countries, 1 lorry, 2 nights. Well, 1 night actually, to be honest. Holy moly, we've done well. 8 countries in 1 video. You know what? That might have to be the title. Euro Truck Simulator, the Trucking Diaries. 8 countries, 1 video. I like that. That's going to bring an appeal. What other simulator could you do 8 countries in the space of one video. Apart from obviously if you're doing a full flight in Flight Simulator, but in a way you're just going over them. You're not actually going through them, so it's not the same, is it? So welcome to the tolls here in Italy. Maybe they're friendlier than the French. Hello, buongiorno. Buongiorno. I like pizza too. Yeah, see? They respect me when I say that. No, they don't. They'll probably punch you in the face and say you sarcastic, prejudicial. Zona industrial. I'm not sure if that's us. Feels like it should be, but we are still quite away from our destination. I can't believe that. We have still got quite a way to go, but I like it. I like Italy a lot more. This is all brand new, by the way. This is absolutely brand spanking new. All of this scenery, the skin, the load I'm carrying, everything is brand spanking new. Brand new after Christmas. I wanted to drive this ever since I got it as a DLC, and I'm so lucky that it turned up on my first one, to be honest. I didn't quite think we were going to be able to get it in on the first video, but mesmerised, we have been able to. Just made that junction by the skin of my teeth. Nearly ended up in Torino or wherever else it's trying to take me. Yeah, it feels very Italian now. The white flats and sort of skyscrapers that are white. Yeah, it feels quite Italian. I mean, I've never been to Italy in my life. I'd love to go. Somewhere I'd dream of going one day. I'd go by train. If I ever went to Italy, I'd probably go by train. I wouldn't fly. Flying is too easy. I'd get the Eurostar over to France and then the TGV, and then I'd go across Switzerland and into just like this actually. It'd be very nice actually, and then we'll end up on the whatever they have over in Italy, Trenitalia or whatever, the high-speed trains they've got over there, the Pendolino, the original Pendolino. It's ironic, I go off Pendolinos nearly every time I'm off work, because they're the local trains here, but the original Pendolino, very nice. That's what we'll end up on. Yeah, food for thought for the future, I guess. That's where we're going. Altstazione. Is that something to do with a stadium? Guidala Confidenza. Not a bloody clue what that means. Right, do we want to be in this lane, or what on earth is Altstazione? Oh god, not another toll, really? They're like the French here, aren't they? They just do what they want. Every road's a toll road. Maybe they follow the same sort of structure as the French. Oh, this is not a toll road. I need to be in this one. Hello. Thank you. Oh! There we go. Let's get going. Camel Tex. That's a nice lorry actually. A nice yellow colour, that one. Oh, nice. Nice Ford Mustang, my friend. Are we trying to get back into this lane, or... Oh! Where the hell have you come from? No, clearly not. Oh, look at that police car. Oh, my friend. Alfa Romeo 159. You beast. Isn't that from... So I think it's Casino Royale. The Alfa Romeo 159, where he's over on the speeding through the hills and he's got these Alfa Romeos chasing him. That one, is it? Yeah, they're beasts. Those cars. I want my first car to be an Alfa Romeo, actually, to be honest. I'm a man of design, style. That's me. Me all over. And plus, the main reason I want it actually is quite an interesting reason. I mentioned it to my driving instructor actually. She said, "Oh, what car are you thinking of getting when you get your first car?" I said, "Oh no, for a Romeo, basically." Look at that aircraft, 747, gorgeous. Yeah, so thinking of getting an Alfa Romeo, and she said, "Oh, that's not what normal people normally say. Normally say they're thinking of getting a Fiat Panda or something like that." And I'm thinking to myself, "Nah, I'll be Italian, but I won't be rude." You know, that's offensive to get a Fiat Panda. Now, I choose an Alfa Romeo because Jeremy Clarkson once said, and he's a very wise man in many ways, especially about cars, because he's reviewed them for God knows how many years. But he once said that you are not a true petrolhead until you have driven an Alfa Romeo. And I know how poor Alfa Romeos can be and how bad they've been in the past. So, my idea was, well, grab it as your first car, and once it fails, there you go. You've driven an Alfa Romeo, you are officially, according to Jeremy Clarkson, who is the source of motoring worthiness and everything like that, you know, you are a petrolhead. Job done. Now I can go ahead and drive a normal car, or a car that won't break down on me. No, I'm sure that Alfa Romeos, they've come miles and miles since the bad old days when they used to be extremely unreliable and very poor motors. And the Italians, they're strong. They fight back. They built the Pendolino. Although, to be honest, I don't know if they... Yeah, they built the Pendolino over there. But everyone keeps saying, oh, the Pendolino's it's an Italian-designed, French-built, if I remember rightly, because Alstom's a French company. They're not an Italian company. Either way, very interesting how it's all worked. I know this video is probably going on for quite a while, but I do hope you have enjoyed it, guys. There is loads and loads to look forward to in 2022. It's going to be an extremely fulfilling year here on LM Simulation, and I can't wait to get you guys involved as well, because there'll be a lot more utilisation between myself and you guys. Channel is going to go up and up, I'm sure. It's going to get really, really good. Some positive thoughts as we go ahead into 2022. Anyway, year of the Platinum, I think it's the Queen's Platinum Jubilee, if I remember rightly. We got some extra days off in June for that, so thank the Queen, she's been nice to us. The May Day bank holiday is now in June, just to take care of that, so we get the weekend off. Not too sure if that's going to apply to me though, we end up working every weekend known under the sun. Anyway, we're about to run out and sort of fall asleep, but I'm going to get this load delivered, and then once it's delivered, I'm then going to go ahead and go to sleep. But this video will end once I deliver this fantastic load. Are we coming off here, or... Nope, I'm going to... Oh, this guy's got the same idea, hasn't he? You're running out of fuel. Oh dear. I didn't realise that. Oh no. I've been looking at the sleep chart, because that's the thing you need to worry about, sleep. But no. We might never make it, guys. We're so close. We're 26 miles away, and I genuinely believe we might run out of fuel. We're only on 2 bars. Right, just don't... I'm not going to press the gas pedal too much. I need to find a gas station, or a petrol station as you would say in the UK. We're not going to find one, I bet. The one part of the map where there aren't any bloody petrol stations. Sorry. I'm really sorry, this is not going to go. I can't believe we made it this far, we might die. We're coming off here anyway. Please tell me there's a petrol station. Let me press F5. There is, but it's all the way out there. Oh my god, what do I need to do? I'm gonna have to go there, guys. I'm very sorry. Delivery is delayed. We're gonna have to make it to this next petrol station. Otherwise, I'm never gonna make it with this delivery. So, I'm very sorry. Right, it's another 131 miles. We got so close, and yet so far. All because this thing decided to run out of petrol. Look at that. Look at the design of that Giulietta. Alfa Romeos, man. Oh, they make me very, very I'm not going to make it now, am I? Thank God we've got a petrol station coming up, but I might actually have to stop now and get some rest, because I don't think I'm going to last 123 miles now. We were going so well, guys. We were going so well. Oh. I just didn't take it into account. I was so close to getting this completed, but hey ho, we're going to get some rest. We're going to get some petrol, and we're going to get on our way back to Verona. I think it's Verona where we're delivering this. Here we go. Let's grab some petrol first, and then we will go ahead and we'll go ahead and get some sleep. Right, let's fill her up all the way to the top. Will do. $630. It's not cheap, but then again, petrol's never been cheap. Let's wait for this guy. Oh, he's let me out. Good old boy. That's a trucker. A friend to one and a friend to all. You are my friend, friend. I think I've just used the word friend too much. Wait, what? Where did you sleep? No, I need to go to sleep. Oh, I've gone the wrong way. Oh, no. Forgive me. Pardon-moi. Pardon-moi. You really have to do that right here. Come on. Beep, beep. I know I'm going the wrong way. You. No! We're about to blow up a petrol station with a lorry. How awkward has this guy made this? Why don't they make them the same design? Shut up about getting tired. I'm trying to rest now. You're gonna make life so... No. Sorry. Wow, this trailer sort of like does itself. Oh well, we're just gonna park here. I know that's really arrogant parking, but hey, night. What time is it now? Alright, let's get the lights on. To be honest, they were never turned off. There you go, we're down to 85 grand now. Make even less money on this journey thanks to this stupid rest stop. Oh dear, oh well. Surely I must be making money from that driver that I've employed, or maybe he's just resigned and quit because he wasn't being paid enough. I don't know. God knows. Right, let's get back on the way. 109 miles to go, guys. I do apologise that this impromptu rest and fuel stop had to now extend the video by another 15 minutes at least. It is the fun and games of this wonderful simulator. I love it. I absolutely love Euro Truck Simulator. Probably one of the best driving simulators I've ever come across, if I'm honest. Really, really good. I just wonder where we can turn around, to be honest, because it doesn't look like it's going to be anywhere near. Right, it doesn't want us to be in this lane by the sounds of it, so we'll go into this lane. And think about it. All this way that we're going, we're going to have to turn back. I might have to do something really cheeky and see if there's a possible way. Oh, look at him in his Lambo, naughty boy. Maybe there might be a break in the barrier somewhere that could allow me to cross back over to the other side. Oh, brilliant! Now I've got to go through a toll that I shouldn't have to pay, just because. Ah, you see that you really pay the bill. Literally, you pay the price of making a mistake in this game. You really do. Yeah, they're not going to have a break in the barriers, are they? Not if there's tolls and stuff. So. Where am I going? Wait, what? Whoa. Why is the toll got me all the way over here? Do you mind? Oh, come on. Oh! Oh dear. What damage have I got? 2% damage. Right, so we're going to be penalised, A. B, we're going to be running late. So, is this a gap in the barriers? Is it big enough? Do you reckon? You don't know until you try, guys. You really don't know until you try. Yes! That is a victory in my mind. I'm a trucking god. That is brilliant. Now we've just paid 39 fucking... Sorry. We paid 39,000 no reason just to go the other way. They're just going to charge us again, isn't it? He's probably thinking, what the hell? You've just gone through the... What? Oh, God, this game, man. I don't know how I did that. I genuinely, halfway through, I didn't think I was going to make it, and I thought, this is it. The truck's stuck here. We've lost 50 grand of income, and on top of that, we've been penalised, and on top of that, I'm losing money left, right, Chelsea because I've got myself into debt. It's this game, a series of unfortunate events and regrets. Welcome to Euro Truck Simulator 2 with LM Simulation. Anyway, that should shave a bit of time off. Look at that, 45 miles now. Let's get going, my friend. Let's get going. We're nearly there. Oh, look, there's an IKEA van. Is that an IKEA van? Well, Russian IKEA van, isn't it? Is that a police chopper? Is that why everyone's slowing down? Sod you, guys! Oh no, there's the police. Yep, that'll be why. And there's that Lambo, lol, the Aventador that, or is it a Gallardo? Could have been a Gallardo. God knows, I can't remember. I don't know Lamborghinis. I used to have there used to be a Lamborghini garage near where my brother lives, and there still is actually. And I'm actually going to ask my dad if we can stop off there next week because we're going to be going to Pangborn. So I might be able to go past it again and get some more photos, which has been a long time since I've been able to. Anyway. Yeah, Lamborghini. Never been a brand I've ever really liked. I think the problem is they were probably really nice cars once upon a time. When you had the Lamborghini Diablo and you had the Lamborghini Miura, all of those cars, they were terrific. They were showman's cars. They really, really were. They were the cream of the crop, basically. And nowadays, people like KSI and like that, they turn up in chrome Lamborghinis, and footballers show up. What's happened is the brand has been tarnished by the reputation of those who drive them. Bigots, people who earn too much money, don't know what to do with. Like KSI, wouldn't it be nice? I don't know if he's ever done this. There's another Lambo there. Would it be nice if he gave 50% of his earnings to charity? Because he doesn't need to live on the money he's got. You know, YouTube, you don't need to. And that's probably why that guy got Christmas #1 recently this year. That, God knows what his bloody name is. It's a silly name either way, but he got celebrities involved in making money for charity, which is a noble thing to do. I'd say it's a noble thing to do. I mean, I don't know if he did it for himself but none of the money he's making is going to himself. He never planned to ever have any of the money going to himself. So it's It's a noble thing to do. There you go. We've just had to pay a ridiculous toll for no reason, basically. My incompetence in this game has caused me a lot of grief, basically. Welcome to Verona. It's been a beautiful long trip. It is a gorgeous sort of summer evening here in Verona. It's been a wonderful trip with my huge train. It's going to be safely delivered now to the people who require it here in Italy. So there you go. Imperator is apparently my new thing on. Oh god, a caravan. Ooh. Yeah, my new thing on Steam. Just unlocked a achievement, Imperator. Obviously doing quite well in this game at the moment. This is lots of fun. Good old Volvo Globetrotter XL. Good old boy. How are you doing? That'd be my second choice. If I couldn't get a Scania, I'd go for a Volvo. They're not too bad. I think they used to look horrible, but they're starting to get a bit better. Scania's always been a styling I've liked, even the new ones. So. Welcome to Verona, though. It is a wonderful evening here, and I'm so happy to be in Italy. This is a whole new venture for LM Simulation, and we will certainly be back to Italy very soon. Don't worry about that at all. I might even buy a garage here if I get enough money. It's a lovely sort of central part of Europe, and it's very useful that would be. And here we go. This is our final destination for this journey. Postbed here in Verona. Thank you for being patient and waiting, my love. Right, so let's do it as let's play it safe. I'm not going to go for whatever the heck. Oh my god. Imagine navigating that into there. Oh my word. We'll still go for some XP by doing this, but hey. I'm going to turn everything off. The mirrors. Oh god. I don't know how to do the mirrors. Are they F2? Keep pressing the... yeah, they are. Keep pressing the wrong button for the mirrors. Ugh. And welcome everyone to Verona. It's been a gorgeous trip. I have thoroughly enjoyed taking you here. And this is where it's going to end for the moment with LM Simulation. I will be back next week with some more train simulator stuff. I'm back on the old train simulators next week. Doing a first of my tutorial series, which is a whole new series I'm launching for 2022. And I hope you've enjoyed this live stream in the meantime. It's been brilliant bringing it to you here on Twitch. If you've been watching on YouTube, thank you very much for the support over the past couple of years with LM Simulation. It's been wonderful to bring it to you. And for another prosperous 2022, I wish everyone a very happy new year. In the meantime, this is me. I've been LM Simulation. You're watching me and myself here in the wonderful Euro Truck Simulator 2. And I'll be back in a couple of weeks on Twitch or next week on YouTube. So keep an eye out for my next video. But thank you all for your support, and I'll see you in the next video. And I'll see you also in the next live stream. All the best, take care, and ta-ra!